Hello and welcome to another Premier League predictions with me, Darren and Chris. Hello, guys.
Good evening.
Good evening. On time as usual.
Yep, we've done this one definitely before the international break and not afterwards. I'm not rushing out on it Wednesday because I'm busy tomorrow night. Soz. Next week, earlier, promise. Right. I need to get my phone because I can't remember any of these results because they happened so long ago. So
I remember the Spurs United one.
no spoilers. Come on, no spoilers. Fixtures round 11.
No, I remember I
Right.
don't remember what I went for, but I remember what the result was.
So this
yeah, 'cause-
was 2-2.
yes.
Oh, for God's
Let's go!
sake! There's no way, man.
The run continues.
He carries on. Right, Everton. This was a home win. Darren said if you get more than 5 this week, he's quitting. West Ham was 3-2, although the second Burnley goal came in like the 95th minute or something.
Yeah.
Daz, you've got one.
Yes, Daz.
Knew West Ham was going to win.
Sunderland Arsenal, a draw. Darren again.
Daz.
Flying.
I had first pick on that one as well. Daz, you were left with the draw.
You were left with the draw, yeah.
Chris, why did you go for a Sunderland win on this one? Just because?
Just threw it out there, mate. Just threw it out there.
Fair. Chelsea demolished, obviously. Whoever picked first on that
Easy
was always
pick.
gonna
Easy
do well.
It's nice to see Jamie taking part in this.
Well, I'm here just for the admin. I'm really here just for the admin.
Here just to sort everything out. We just
it's really your two's game that I'm just accommodating. I am the vehicle of the game. Villa versus Bournemouth. We had Villa stomping, absolutely annihilated. Darren picked first, and he went for a Villa win.
Go Villa.
Yeah, the two I picked, nailed.
Brentford, Newcastle. Probably the biggest shock of the weekend.
Arguably, yeah, Newcastle hit.
And of course, Chris got it. Am I actually going to get any of these? Come on.
No, go on, Jamie.
Right, Palace versus
It was the way
Brighton
wins he went for, look.
was a bore draw, 0-0. He literally picked a draw as well, by the way. He literally picked that.
Yeah, this was the one that I was so undecided on that. I remember I just went, sorry, I'm going to have the draw.
Forest and Leeds. Forest. Right.
Yeah.
Last chance. No, because I've obviously gone for a Liverpool win, so I've got 0 points this week.
Oh, you did, didn't you?
I've obviously got nothing here.
Oh,
it's an absolute disaster.
You notice, Chris, the ones that we picked first on, we actually got right.
So Chris got 6. Darren got 4.
Oh, he's had a right mare.
And I had a big fat donut. I'm already miles behind. And
good job.
It's a shocker.
It's just further
behind. A marathon, not a sprint. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm not confident.
Oh, that's awful.
That. Right.
The wheel.
Jamie,
do you want to pick for you this week?
We've got that.
Yeah, I might just I might just go third on all of them, and you two could just alternate between each one about who picks first. Right, what does the wheel say? I've had a disaster. It was a bad week.
Go.
So Darren's going first.
That was a good thing by the fixtures.
I mean, I'll just say that I went first.
Okay, you're gonna hate which one you're picking first, man.
I always do. Right. So we've got DJC.
I think so, yeah. That's what I was counting down in my head.
I am picking first for that one.
Oh, shot. Mix again.
I can't help that. Right.
It does. You get the last one on that one, so you're win-win for that, to be fair.
Darren, first game of the weekend, 12:30 kickoff on a Saturday. Burnley versus Chelsea. It's not exactly the best start, is it?
Could be
No,
boring, couldn't it?
it's going to be boring.
Is
Burnley just
Palmer
going to try and.
back?
Don't think so, but I'm not sure.
Lots of Chelsea players play for South American teams. We said this last time, didn't we? I think they won after that immediate international break. But people like
Yeah.
Esteval, they played yesterday.
hmm
Caicedo,
Don't forget
João
they've got a
Pedro.
100-man squad, so
Yeah, fair.
They have
So Daz,
plenty of players.
where's your money on?
yeah, Burnley are going to try and hold on for a draw, but Chelsea are going to prove too much and win.
I will go for the draw. I don't see a Burnley win, but I can see Burnley doing the game against Liverpool where they, as you say, defend for their lives, try and nick something on the counter, or just try not to lose. I can see that happening. I don't think it's going to be a particularly exciting game. Chris, you are left with a Burnley win, mate.
Palmer's still not back, so I mean, I'll take it. They're at home, early game. You never know.
The R12 has an element of ambiguity to it, doesn't it? In that anything can happen.
Yeah, considering the weather's absolutely fell off the edge of the cliff as well, it's going to probably play more into Burnley's
Mate,
hands.
I feel like I'm at the wall. Winter is most definitely coming.
I'm currently sat in front of my night heater, warming every part of me up before I jump into my pit. So,
Right, second game then. Bournemouth versus West Ham. 3 o'clock kickoff. I am up first. Bournemouth got
whatever
battered.
you're thinking,
Just do the
go
opposite.
the opposite.
So
he
the
thinks
thing
too
is,
much about it, I think, sometimes.
So West Ham
He
beat
talks himself
Newcastle,
out
which is
of it, that's his
amazing.
problem.
Bournemouth
does.
got battered. So logic would say that West Ham should win on form, but it's West Ham and Bournemouth are better. Does the Semenyo to Liverpool links, do they do anything? I'm going Bournemouth. Bournemouth
you
on
could link with
paper are
everyone.
better. Yeah, but not this week. These strong articles came out, didn't they, about the whole. Even it was interesting to see even the Bournemouth owner coming out and even name dropping what it was Liverpool, Real Madrid, I think, that he could be sold to in January. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some movement there, which will really hurt Bournemouth in the second half of the season. But yeah, I'm going Bournemouth. It's the most logical answer, even though West Ham have had a couple of genuinely brilliant results. Chris?
Going Bournemouth. Bournemouth struggled recently after their real good start. West Ham under Nuno was a lot better. You're going to find a lot of players now, especially England players playing for their World Cup place. So could Bowen turn up here? I'm going to take the West Ham win. I think,
mate, I think it's a good shout on all of them. Though I don't think it's an English thing. I think all the players now are going to be all the teams that have qualified or have got playoffs coming up. They're all going to be going.
There's a
I've
lot
got
of
to take
players
my
now going to
chance.
be fighting for their places, and I think Bowen could show his talent.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Their season depends on it, doesn't it?
Yes.
Darren, you get the draw. Happy?
Yep, I'm happy. I've probably gone for the draw on this one.
Fair.
So I'll take that. Thank you very much.
Brighton versus Brentford. Chris, you are up first. Again, another 3 o'clock kickoff. Doesn't exactly scream excitement, but
no, Brighton have been good at home. Brentford have been good at home, not so good away. So we'll take the Brighton win at home. I think that's the sensible option based on recent form before the break. But after the break, anything can happen.
Fair,
Brentford could use their long throws to great effect.
Jordan Henderson.
Advertising boards get moved.
True.
Yeah.
Darren, who are you going for?
Very much so.
I'm going to go for the draw, please.
Oh, look, we've had one each.
I reckon it's just going to be a
I'm having draw and the home win here by the looks of it.
I was just trying to work that out, how that worked. I was like, no, I've done something wrong here.
Chris is having everything.
Um, I'm almost happy to go last on this one. This is that old cliche. I think anything could happen in this one. Brentford winning. In this one, Burnley winning sounds like a ridiculous statement. In this one, Brentford winning sounds perfectly rationable. It sounds fine. It doesn't sound like a big shock to the system. So, I think on paper Brighton should probably do something here, but Brighton's form is so up and down. Who knows what's going to happen? Back to you, Darren. Fulham versus Sunderland. Another tricky one to.
What a horrible game.
It's a tricky
Fulham
one
need a
to.
win.
They do need a win. Sunderland are still
On form, though, aren't they? Sunderland
on form, still top
bits.
4, aren't they? I believe.
But is this going to be?
Yeah.
I said it in 2016, the whole season. Well, up until about February, when Leicester were flying, that eventually Leicester was form was going to drop. Eventually, it was going to drop, and it never did. Is Sunderland?
You trying to make me depressed?
No. But what my point is, I want to say the same to Sunderland. At one point, their form will drop, but
Their
it might
bubble
not.
will burst.
Yeah, but it might not. They won't win the league, but could they get top 4?
Yeah.
Could they get top 6? It's very reminiscent of Forest last year. That's my
We're going to have a lot of players go to AFCON, so we'll see.
Darren, where are you putting your money, sir?
I'm gonna give Fulham a chance.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know why, but
They do all right at home, mate. Marco Silva's a good manager.
A very good manager.
I can't regret my choice now. No, happy. Fulham.
No, it's in. I'm going Sunderland for the win. I'm not very confident on that, but again, it's just looking at the form. They're doing well. They're riding a huge amount of momentum.
It's the logical option.
And they've got a good travelling set of fans, so that it's not quite the
stadium their fans are going to be loving every game.
Exactly, it's not a stadium of light atmosphere, but they almost always seem to have a good atmosphere no matter what stadium they're at. So, Chris, you've got the draw, mate.
Yeah, I can see it being a draw. It's fresh after the break, few players rolling back in and whatnot, maybe a few bench players and reserve players in the squad, so players feeling their way back into Premier League life.
Cool. Another 3 o'clock kickoff game. My total bias comes in. I think it's important that we acknowledge Liverpool have been on a poor run of form, but their performance versus City wasn't as bad as the result maybe suggests. I mean, their first two goals were just not luck. The Haaland one was luck. Kanate could header that ball 100 times, and it probably wouldn't do the same thing again. The Nico Gonzalez shot, deflections happen in every game. It's fine, it happens. They weren't good. Yeah, so it's important to remember Liverpool weren't good, but they weren't that bad.
I think it's not more to show with the result didn't kind of reflect the performance per se, but what it did show is your frailties this season.
Absolutely.
And you're not up to where you were last season by any stretch of the imagination.
Agreed. And I think the international break came at a really, really good time. The last thing we wanted, I think having a week off is going to help rejuvenate the players. And maybe it was simply they put so much into that Madrid game, which was a brilliant performance, that they just had nothing left for, or very little left for the City game, which is a shame, but it is what it is. Pure bias. I'm absolutely backing Liverpool. I think again we look at some teams about
week,
Sunderland. We say could drop. At some point, Liverpool will click. At some point, Liverpool will find their form, and at that point, when you get an Isak, Ekitike, Salah flying, but you think of those front 4 players. If and when they do get on the same sort of wavelength and they all get hit form at the same time, that's arguably the best front 4. Yeah, he got 2 assists, and they were good.
Okay.
But all Wirtz can do is keep creating. That's all he can do. All he can do is keep creating. He can't do any more. Yes, we want him to score. Yes, we want him to get assists. But if other players aren't scoring the chances he's creating, there's not much more he can do about that. We just need. I guess we needed to sign Voltamade. That was the mistake. It's fine. This is the week, I think. Chris, what are you going for? Well, you're not going to go for Forest. So you're going to go for the draw.
Yeah,
I
draw.
don't know if you've
I'm
ever
full
voted
on.
for Forest, by the way.
You forced me on it once. I felt dirty and I had to have a shower. So come on, the Scousers, up the Verts, up the Isak. Let's get some wins.
I love the fact Chris is going to give up this one, and I'll actually get a bloody point.
I'll take it.
Darren, you have a Forest win, mate. You always seem to be forced to go against Liverpool.
Yes. Because
Sorry
you
about
fixed
that.
the wheel, so you
win,
get to
You
choose
literally
win
watch
from-
me spin it.
I'm happy with this because Jamie's chose Liverpool to win, which means Liverpool won't win. So I'm guaranteed a point here, I think.
And it's at Anfield, so it's going to be Forest defending with 15 players on the edge
Quite
of the
rare for you
area.
to have a 3 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah, it was just European
been a
games, isn't
while.
it? So we've got another 3 o'clock kickoff then, which is Wolves against Palace. We've got 5 3 o'clock kickoffs this week. Wolves against Palace. Chris, your opinion first.
Wow.
Is it
Wolves going to get
Wolves
new
to the
manager
slaughter?
bounce? Are they going to get new manager bounce though?
Who is the new manager?
Rob Edwards.
Oh, of course it is. It's the guy that left Middlesbrough after signing from him in the summer.
Yeah, he's left Middlesbrough second in the championship to go
Signed
to
his second 3-year deal in 6 months.
bottomless shite Wolves. I mean,
he's not had a lot of time because of the international break.
Not going to have a lot of time. He might get a bit of bounce. He's from around there. He knows the place to play for them. So they're going to have maybe a bit more oomph. Have they got the quality to beat Palace? I don't think so. I think Palace will definitely win. But I'd like to think they might put in more of a shift. I think the issue as well is they've had a couple of players now touted up by other clubs in potential January moves. So those players might pick up for Wolves, but I just think overall
Palace have got that same problem though, haven't they? Because Gahey and Wharton are rumoured for January moves as well.
Yeah, but they're doing well.
My thing for Wolves here is I worry about it's not necessarily a new manager bounce, but with it being not a lot of time on the training pitch, Palace might be the worst team to play in the league because if you were against a Man City, Liverpool, and Arsenal, all you would do is focus on your defensive setup. You'd give up everything else and just go back to basics. Just these are our 2 lines of 4, our 2 lines of 5, whatever the defensive setup is. You just focus on that for the whole time. Palace might be the most well-drilled, well-oiled machine in the league. You know, in a each player knows their job. Oliver Glasner has done an unbelievable job at making sure every player, every man knows their job. You know, Arsenal obviously are doing very well. Man City under Pep have done bits, but have their weaknesses. Palace are just really bloody good. And so you almost would prefer to come up against a team with a bit more chaos in it rather than the organisation of Palace, which is going to be, I think, really difficult to break down. Darren, which one are you going for, mate?
I'm going to go for Wolves.
For that new manager bounce.
And they've got to get a win eventually this season. And
we have said that for 11 weeks, though.
Yep.
That's a lie because we didn't start it from week 1. But
remember when everyone was saying that Leicester couldn't go down because their squad was too good? This sniffs the same sort of sense.
I don't think it is. I don't think Wolves' team is too good to go down. I think it's bad enough to go down. I don't think they recruited well. They've got some very good players, but they didn't replace. Cunha and Aït-Nouri did so much brilliance.
100%.
And they just haven't done well. And also, Strand Larsen seems to have been really unsettled by the summer stuff. I'll go for the draw. It's not the end of the world. I can see it happening. I think, Darren, you mentioned earlier, Palace like teams to come on to them, which they absolutely do. In a world where Palace say, come on to us, and Wolves go, we've spent 2 weeks or 10 days, whatever it is, focusing on our defensive setup. Is it going to be defence against defence, in which case you see out a boring 0-0 and we're happy it's at 3 o'clock? Maybe. Right. The best game of the weekend so far. 5:30 on Saturday. Newcastle versus Man City. Darren, you are up first. Game of the weekend, probably not, but very much could be. What are you going for?
I'm going to go for Man City. Newcastle looks shaky. Haaland looks good. I think City are going to have too much. They're in a bit of form this year. They do look good.
Well, they do, mate.
Annoyingly,
I'm going for the Newcastle. Again, Man City weren't brilliant against Liverpool. Doku was brilliant. Man City were.
Doku was fantastic. I forgot how good Doku was.
Doku was the best player. Whoever had
he
Doku
was
on their
brilliant.
team that match, I would probably go as far as to say that the two teams were pretty evenly matched, except one team had Doku, and that was the difference maker. I
If
think
Liverpool had Doku,
Newcastle,
Liverpool would have won that game
absolutely.
easily. It's one of those, isn't it?
Exactly that. I think Newcastle have been on a pretty poor run of form. Eddie Howe's a very good manager and can turn it around. The main thing they need to focus on is getting something out of Gordon and Elanga. Voltemade is kind of carrying a lot of weight at the minute. If they can keep Haaland quiet, which is what Liverpool did, again, the people go, "Oh yeah, but Haaland scored." Yes, but it wasn't a Haaland's chance that scored it, was it? Konate headed it backwards, and it just hit his head and bounced into the far corner. Absolutely, and he had to put himself in the right place. But as I said earlier, Konate could do that same header 100 times, and that ball's not going to go in that same place again. They've got too many good players. Their midfield, Newcastle's midfield is if they play Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes, Joe Linton, their midfield three is just
players fresh back from South America.
I just think it's just too good for him. Chris, you get the draw, mate.
Potential. I honestly think Man City have a great record against Newcastle in the Premier League. It's something like over 10 games they've either beat them or they've beat them like 9 times drawn. So I'll take a slim chance at a draw. But Newcastle need a win. They've been struggling recently.
They really do need a win, especially with more Champions League games coming up. Right, into Sunday. Leeds versus Villa. I'm up first. This seems to be quite an easy Villa pick. I don't remember what Leeds did. They got battered. Leeds got battered, and Villa battered Bournemouth. Morgan Rogers is still going to be flying with confidence from his constant Thomas Tuchel, whatever you say his name is. His love. He seems to really, really like him. John McGinn will be buzzing. Yeah, it's got Villa over it, and for their rocky start, Villa are in a much better position now than they were earlier. And I'd probably go the opposite for Leeds. I think Leeds started the season quite well, but seem to have been on a bit of a slope, and it looks like Leeds, Burnley, Wolves, West Ham are all fighting for relegation.
I agree.
Chris.
Leeds at home is more difficult than Leeds away. Do I want another draw?
Do you think DCL can score a hat-trick?
Oh,
that's the line that was coming.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll take the draw.
Oh, yes, he's going to land it. Right, we'll edit that out. It's fine. Daz, what do you think is going to happen this weekend?
I think there's going to be a DCL hat-trick after the Leeds win.
What can he probably going to do bits? He's fighting for it.
What's going to come first, the DCL hat-trick or the Wolves win?
That's the challenge, that is.
I'd like to put a lot of money on Wolves winning.
Yeah, me too. Right. Possibly actual game of the weekend.
I didn't want this one first.
But you've got it, mate, I'm afraid. And I'm honestly happy to have this one last.
Oh, look. See, it's completely fixed this wheel, Chris.
You literally watch me spin the wheel.
That's the pre-recorded wheel.
So Arsenal Spurs, what we say? I mean, Arsenal obviously are.
You'd like to think that Arsenal,
but it's
the favourites of this.
Thomas Frank.
It's a North London derby. Spurs are better away than they are at home, mysteriously. It's rather strange how that's kind of worked out.
Can Spurs
no Gabriel
set pieces is really the question. True.
don't think Spurs have got enough firepower in them to even go through. I think Mascara's obviously going to come in for.
It's not a bad backup, is it?
Gabriel, which is not a bad backup.
Bits.
I think Arsenal have a couple of players back as well.
The best two fullbacks in the Premier League this year.
Calafiori and
Timber.
Timber, sorry, I was going to say Ben White.
It's hard to argue against it at the moment.
Really, as a combined pair, Calafiori is probably
Declan Rice absolutely flying at the minute. I think they've got the beat in the Spurs. I know it's a derby, but I think Arsenal will. If Arsenal win this and it looks comfortable after the international break, I think it will send the volumes throughout the Premier League.
I mean,
if they struggle
already, isn't it? Liverpool had this pressure last year where they went 5 points clear, and everyone went, "Well, that's the title race done." It was like, "Well, hold on, no, it's not. Like, relax." And Arsenal are in exactly the same position now. Only it's Arsenal versus Man City currently, whereas last year it was Liverpool versus Arsenal. So,
but yeah, I think Arsenal have enough firepower, but I'm not discounting Frank. I think he's a great manager. I think he just needs a bit more time with them.
Romero's going to have to keep a cool head in this one.
Richarlison on
Gyökeres, is he still injured?
He is.
So we'll see what happens. Darren, what are you going for?
Moreno.
I am going to go for the result that I want. Not that I think it's going to happen.
So you're
going to go for a Spurs win.
Yeah.
Be happy with Spurs win.
How can Spurs do it?
I think just sub Richarlison on at the end. Let him take it. Oh no, because if he said it scores, he takes his top off, and then the other team go and score again.
He's got a habit of that.
He's got a habit of that. He's had a couple of decent games, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So
Spurs have a chance. It depends what Spurs turn up.
And they've got a pretty good solid midfield. They were doing all right in their last game until Bergvall went off with concussion or something, and then they capitulated. But up to that point, they were doing okay.
Yeah, they're doing all right. Yeah.
Right. So I've got the draw. I'm perfectly happy with that.
You're not going to be upset about that.
Not at all. I don't know what I'd pick in this game. So
you can vouch for any of those results.
Yeah, and honestly, as long as the only one I don't want to happen, Chris, respectfully, is you to get another point and Arsenal to win. It's like a double whammy for me. So
you'd like to get a point this week, mate.
Right. Final game of the week end on Monday Night Football. We've got Man United versus Everton, which I think on paper is a good game.
Should be a good game, yeah.
Man United kind of rocking a bit of form, sort of, and Everton kind of in that same, has a couple of good games, has a couple of not so good games, which Man United's going to turn up.
Everton had a striker that'd be so much better.
That is their biggest win. That's what they need to sign in January, but they're not the only team.
Yeah, to captain.
Well, yeah.
Well, you've got a couple of them, apparently.
Right.
I'm gonna go.
Where's your money at, Daz?
I'm gonna go for a Man U win.
He didn't want to say that. I know he didn't.
Did not want to say that, but I need the points.
Fair.
No, you don't need the points, mate. We know who needs the points.
I need like a 10 here. If I could, it's funny. If I got a 10 here, I would still be second by 8 points.
8 points behind.
Mental.
Oh dear.
I think I'm going to go Everton. I think these are the games where the likes of Grealish and Dewsbury Hall and Jai, they'll be loving this, and I don't know if Man United can cope with them. Recently, obviously they beat Liverpool, and they've had some really good results, but I think it should be easy to counter their midfield as long as you don't try to be too clever, which is I think what Slot did. Just overrun their midfield. The wings for Man United aren't very strong, so just overrun the midfield. Obviously, Mbeumo had a brilliant couple of weeks before the international break, so we'll see how he comes back. But I'm going to go for Everton. Chris, you get the draw, mate.
Yeah, I'll take the draw. Not too fussed with that one. Everton will more than likely play counter and let Man U have the ball, I'd imagine.
Especially because it's at Old
Can they
Trafford.
score? Potentially. Man United needs Sesko to start scoring as well. Whether that's going to happen, I'm not sure. But it's a weekend after international break. It's hard to say what players coming back, when, who's coming back with any niggles, who's going to be playing what. So it should be for an interesting weekend.
Well, there you have it then. Our weekend predictions. What is your most confident result?
What is my most confident result?
I think mine's Villa Leeds.
I think Man City.
Palace Wolves.
Nah.
But Daz, you think Man City are like the definite winners there?
Yep.
Damn, fair. Well, there you go. Let's see how we do. Let's see if I can get more points than last weekend. Certainly can't do worse.
Yes.
Right.
Aim for that 1 point again.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.
Peace.
Peace.
Catch you later.